Punjab is a land of rich culture and heritage. Punjabis have been making their mark worldwide and spreading the Punjabi language. With Punjabi language becoming popular in other countries, it is sadly and slowly being forgotten in Punjab. Welcome to Daily Post India. This is Narpal Singh, and today we have with us the famous personality who has been serving Punjab, Punjabi language, Punjabi people, the media, the culture and heritage for over 50 years. Yes, today we have with us Sardar Narpal Singh Shergill. Welcome to Daily Post India, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
So, in 1960s, you began as a instructor, stenography and typewriting instructor,
Yes.
and now you publish the #1 NRI International directory. So, how's your journey been?
But I was serving in language department as a shorthand and typing instructor. And then in 1962, there was a Commonwealth Immigration Act. After that, they were having selected people from India or other Commonwealth countries. There is about 53 Commonwealth countries. And then I applied for it, and I got the job of a shorthand teacher from the Ministry of Labour, Her Majesty Government. So on 18th of December 1966, I arrived in London. And after that, after formalities, so even after 50 years, even today, I am a citizen of India. I did not change my citizenship because I am totally attached to Punjab. Now I travel almost every month to India, and I am in export and import business. I may produce things from here, and then I export to those countries. And in the meantime, in the end of the year, every year, after 78, I had a little racial attack on my business. So after that, I became fully in media. So in 1981, I started my English magazine called The Politics. And then when there was a Blue Star operation in 1984, then I was asked by my friends that instead of doing this magazine here, better you write and read and just do something in Punjabi all over the world. There were people started publishing newspapers. There was a leading newspaper in England called Desh Pradesh newspaper, Punjab Times newspaper. And then in Canada it was Indo-Canadian Times. And in those days I started writing all the stories. Immediately after the Blue Star operations, I became famous in Punjabi writer. And since then, I am a columnist. I write on the issues. And then I became overseas special correspondent for, in those days, it was a leading newspaper called the Daily Ajit, which is published from Jalandhar. Even now, since 1985, since this editor took over after the death of his father, Dr. Sadhu Singh Hamdard. So he asked me that I should join and start writing. So I was working on that one. And now whatever I write, in addition to Delhi Ajit, I am published all over the world. We have got Punjabi newspapers in Australia, Canada, America, Germany, England, France. So my column is published from 12 to 15 newspapers every week or so, whenever I write. So this is a sort of journalistic journey. But on the other side, I am in import business. I'm a direct importer based in London. I'm a sole proprietor of my company. After it had a racial attack in 1978, so then instead of selling the goods over there locally, I became a direct importer from Punjab, and now almost within 60 days I get consignment and I produce the goods or make the goods in this country, and they are delivered in UK by air. Right. By air. I got about 130, 150 superstores or supermarkets where my product is sold. And I get the orders from the people that I should be supplying to them. So when I come, I take the consignment after every 60 days or so. And so that's the way. And in the end of the year, I produced my publication, which I started in late 80s. And the first publication when I started publishing in about Indians settled abroad, I printed and published in London. It was called Indians Abroad, and then it was released by the very first Minister of Indian origin in British Columbia, called Narpal Singh Shergill, which he was saying Mo Sohota, and he released over there. But since then, I have been producing. Now I am working on the 20th edition, which is about Canada, special Canada issue. Last issue was about 350th birth anniversary of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, which was released at Anandpur Sahib, and then in British Parliament on 31st of January. So the same way I am working on the 20th edition now, and I am quite busy. I am quite no problem at all. It is it's a big over 300 pages A4 size book. You have seen it.
Yes.
And so this is my regular journey, but it's not finished yet. So I'm working on it.
So through your books, your magazines, you have been laying focus on turban,
Special souvenirs.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have been trying to. We know how powerful words are, how powerful words can be. So you're fighting this war with pen, the turban.
That's
thing.
right. Yes.
Yes. So, like in France, recent happening, they banned the turban. They did not accept the turban. So you're fighting a war with the words. So how do you expect the French or the others who disregard the turban to accept this?
Yeah, but we have to, first of all, it's a point of awareness. If even our community or the leading people over there know about it, especially the establishments of those countries, when in 2004 the French government decided that any person who want his identity card or driving license, and if he is a Sikh with a turban, he should remove his turban and then his picture will be taken. So that is the point which was not appreciated by the Sikh people over there. So there was start of demonstrations and all that. But before that, in 2001, on 9/11 in New York, when the Muslim terrorist attack on the buildings in New York, the local people or the American people did not hit the Muslim people, but as Sikhs and Muslim are looking the same, resemblance is the same. So then they killed one person, one Mr. Singh, Baljit Singh Sodhi, at his own petrol pump.
Okay.
So that was, we thought that this is totally unacceptable. This is anti-Sikh racism. So I just started then in 2005, I produced a souvenir which was released in the office of Daily Ajit newspaper by the editor Mr. Brajinder Singh Hamdard and this gentleman Mr. Darshan Singh Makkad. He was there. So we three released that thing, and then I took that magazine. I sent this magazine through a friend of mine who was luckily a union minister of Mr. Sukhdev Singh Tingsa. He took some souvenirs to New York, and I took the magazines to London, and then on Baisakhi after 7 days I reached in Vancouver. So it was released in Vancouver. So the member of parliament from there, Mr. Gurmant Garewal, he took the magazine and he raised the issue in the Canadian Parliament. In Canada, Sikhs were having problem with this local governments since 1890s when they reached before. So we have been experiencing, Sikhs have been experiencing racism for the last about 111 years, according to my research. So I just, this latest issue, which Baisakhi, on the Baisakhi, I produced a special souvenir called Worldwide Campaign for the Sikh Turban. It is an international Baisakhi souvenir, very popular. Every person like this is in the newspapers and all that. And then it continuously, it is a issue. If I raise the issue, then the local people will get together and they will also start thinking. If I give the details to them that we have been suffering for the last 111 years, and the people who do not know, they will come to know about this point, and they will say, approach to their governments as British Parliament. Now we have got Indian parliaments everywhere. Now in Canada we have got turban member of parliament. In New Zealand we have Kamaljeet Singh Bakshi, he is a turbaned person. In England we have got a first now Tanmanjeet Singh Tesi. So we have got the turban is respected. And then when Mr. Manmohan Singh was Prime Minister of India, I talked to him when we were in London at Prime Minister's, Indian High Commissioner's residence. So I told him that this thing should be done, and he was very pleased to meet me. So and because he was the having turban, he was the first Prime Minister with the turban. He met Barack Obama and French government and all that. So the establishments of those countries and the leaders of those countries recognize the turban, that it's not a terrorist, it's all about other Sikhs as well, leading people as well, member parliaments. Now I produced in this souvenir, I have shown the pictures of over 300 people, Sikhs, in the turban, who are all professionals. He may be a Prime Minister, he may be a Home Minister, he may be a Chief Minister like Amarinder Singh, and then he may be a journalist, he may be a television anchor, he may be a television channel owner. That sort of thing I have shown different way. So now people will come to know that Sikhs is not a terrorist, they are established professional people.
Okay. So like discrimination is everywhere, be it in France, England, or here in Punjab as well. So, the Punjabi NRIs, they once settle abroad, they always show their love for the country, for Punjab, they miss Punjab, they promote their culture and heritage over there, like they have brought Punjabi to a special status in Canada as well. So it's commendable, really commendable. But on the other hand, like students, young students, when they go there in Canada, they do not regard them well, like they do not accept them well, and there have many conflicts between the students who go from India to the Canada and the residents there. So what do you think about them?
No, but we have been going as a students for the last over 100 years, right? I mean, the Sikh, leading Sikh organization called Shromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee sent 5 students who were Sikh, like who 3 of them came back, 2 did not. And the 3 of them came back, one of them became the first Chief Minister, 6th Chief Minister of Punjab, Pratap Singh Kairong. And the other one became the chairman of the Punjab Public Service Commission. And the third one is Gurbaksh Singh Preetaladi, who established himself, and he was a Punjabi writer. He come from America, and these 3 people established themselves here. But now if we go in the, for example, the agents push them every day. Here in Punjab, you people should, as you rightly said, that we are having a difficulty with the Punjabi language in this state. But then on the other hand, why the government is patronizing that thing, that if any person or agent by taking money, pushing and saying that yes, you qualify the IELTS and you can go. But then there are a lot of countries, like in a European Union, there are a lot of countries where there is no need of IELTS. So they are giving certificate to everyone. The people don't know. The young children studying in the villages and all that, they don't know this all thing. But the agents take the money and they are interested to send the children there. But if you will go in hundreds and thousands, how can those countries give them a job or give them a living, or to give them a part-time job so that they can see? There, in old days, I mean, B.K. Krishna Menon, who was our Indian defense minister, he was working in a cafe. So in those days it was easy. But now, if you go in thousands, it's not possible for those countries to give jobs. So then, naturally, they suffer. And moreover, they just first get the admission, get the visa, and when they reach, they don't go to the college. So they disappear. They became illegal immigrants. In America, Now we got over 10 million illegal immigrants, more than 1 crore. And those they are Punjabis and Sikhs and Indians are also included that thing. In England there are a lot of about we judge that about over 1 million.
Right.
So there are a lot of our people as well. So naturally,
Yes.
they have to be treated like that way.
Okay, sir. So you have been doing and writing a lot for the Punjabis abroad or for the NRIs. And now looking at the conditions over here in Punjab, like Punjabi or Punjabi culture is being slowly forgotten, it's fading away. So what message will you give to our youth, the young writers and the students going abroad? What message to keep them informed about the importance of their culture and Punjabi language?
No, it is a changing, but then on the other hand, I'm nobody to give them advice. This is their personal and private decision to leave motherland to go to that country. I am living in that country. I did not leave my citizenship.
Right.
So, but if they do, it's the wrong advice given to them, or the parents did not raise them in that way.
No,
so,
I mean, sir, the message for about Punjabi language, the culture too.
I will, if you say, I will suggest that they can learn as many languages they want, but they should not forget their own mother language, which is Punjabi, especially the people of Sikh origin, because our holy book, the holiest of the holiest book, Guru Granth Sahib, is written in Punjabi with Gurmukhi script. So if you do not know this thing, and then the cultural thing, you were talking about the culture as well, I mean, you cannot love a person or hate a person without using your language. In English, you cannot say love a person, fellow person of Punjabi origin in English. It looks like that you have taken borrowed the English love that I love you.
Yes.
But in Punjabi, there are more than 100 sentences which you can use to
express
love a person or to hate a person. So that way, I will just recommend that, yes, they can learn, I mean, in Germany, even in Punjab, a person who is born in Punjab, he already is well qualified as far as the language is concerned. Any person who is born in Punjab is knowing 3 languages, Punjabi, Hindi as a national language, and English as an international language. I was myself qualified typewriting instructor and shorthand instructor of 3 languages. But I did not leave Punjabi. I am very much Punjabi. I write shares and all that sort of thing. And I read Punjabi newspaper. I am leading columnist. My column is published in more than dozen newspapers all over the world which are in Punjabi. So naturally Punjabi is not going to die.
Punjabi is not.
It can be. Here if the percentage is reduced, it doesn't matter. People in Canada and America, we have got almost about 150 newspapers which are in Punjabi language, though on the e-papers, on the computer, and or the printing things and the magazines as well.
Okay.
So Punjabi is not going to die.
Okay, thank you so much for your
Most
valuable time,
welcome.
sir. So this was Narpal Singh Shergill, who has been serving Punjab, Punjabi language and Punjabi people for over 50 years. Despite writing for the NRS all his life, he has always remained a citizen of India, and he conveys this message to a youth, the Punjabi people, to respect the Punjabi language and never to forget it. Thank you so much.